The storm rolled in, darkening the sky and sending powerful gusts of wind howling through the city. It was the kind of weather that made people retreat indoors, shutting their windows against the force of nature. But at the edge of the runway, an aircraft stood ready, its engines humming with anticipation. Inside the cockpit, Captain Adrian tightened his grip on the controls. It wasn't his first difficult flight, but it was the one that mattered most. This journey was different. It wasn't just about getting from one place to another, it was about proving something to himself. For months, he had faced setbacks. His dream of becoming a pilot had been riddled with obstacles. Failed exams, financial struggles, moments of doubt that threatened to derail everything. There had been times when quitting seemed easier. But every time, he had reminded himself of one simple truth: when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Adrian glanced at the storm reports. The winds were strong, almost discouragingly so. But he knew something many people forgot: the very thing that seemed like resistance was also what made flight possible. Planes don't rise because the air is still, they rise because they face the wind head-on. Without resistance, there was no lift. Without struggle, there was no progress. With a deep breath, he pushed the throttle forward. The engines roared, and the aircraft accelerated down the runway. The wind battered against it, pushing back, trying to hold it down, but instead of slowing, the plane found its strength. The air rushed beneath the wings, lifting the heavy machine off the ground. It climbed, defying gravity, leaving behind everything that had once seemed insurmountable. As he soared above the storm clouds, Adrian felt a quiet sense of triumph. He had battled against the odds, against doubts, against every reason to give up, and he had risen. Life was no different. It was easy to believe that hardship meant failure, that obstacles meant the end of a journey, but in reality, struggle was what gave us momentum. The wind that pushed against us was the same force that could lift us higher if only we had the courage to face it. And so he flew on, chasing the horizon, knowing that the resistance he had conquered was the very thing that had made him stronger.